The creator of the universe is vastly different from his depictions in paintings. Why did the famous clairvoyant Wolf Messing lose his faith in the Almighty, only to regain it later? My life's journey will end in 54 years, 5 months, and 18 days. This will happen at 11 o'clock at night. Imagine, doctor, what emotions you would feel if you suddenly learned something like this about yourself. I was shocked. An overwhelming terror seized me. But soon, it was replaced by a thought. What is there to fear, if death is not the end, but the beginning? This is how Wolf Messing reflected in a message addressed to psychiatrist Professor Franz Abel, the first to describe Messing as a clairvoyant. In his rare letters and personal notes, Wolf Messing shared his thoughts on the infinity of human existence, his faith in the Almighty, and the reasons that led him to reject God, only to believe again. Messing recalled that his parents were deeply religious people. His father saw God as strict yet honest, demanding yet just. Without a doubt, I was raised in an atmosphere of religiosity. When I turned 9, the rabbi recommended that my parents send me to an institution that trained religious leaders. My parents were thrilled by the idea, but I was not. I categorically refused. My parents tried to change my mind, but soon the argument stopped. And it was precisely during this period that something extraordinary happened to me. Something I believed in for a long time, Messing recalled. And this is what happened. One late evening, his father sent him to the store. As the boy was returning home after completing his errand, he noticed a giant white figure standing in the darkness on the doorstep of his house. Young Messing took the figure for a divine messenger. It spoke in a loud voice. I have been sent to you from above to tell you that your destiny is to serve. The Almighty awaits your prayers. Wolf Messing was so overwhelmed by what he saw that he immediately lost consciousness. When he came to, he found his worried parents leaning over him. He shared his experience with them, after which his father sternly asked, "Now do you agree to become a rabbi?" Messing had no choice but to give in. However, later, during his studies, he unexpectedly encountered the so-called heavenly messenger in real life. It turned out to be an ordinary man. His father had paid him to play the role of the divine envoy. So my father deceived me, Wolf Messing reflected. If the person closest to me is capable of this, then who can truly be trusted? Does this mean that everything I was taught is also a lie? And if that's the case, then God himself must not exist. Would he have allowed this if he were truly honest and just? No, he is not real. Wolf Messing decided to escape from the religious school and from his parents. However, the young man had neither money nor food. To solve the first problem, he planned to break open the donation box for worshippers. But there was too little money inside. As I did all this, I kept repeating to myself, if God doesn't exist, then everything is permitted. Then I headed toward the train station. On the way, I saw someone's field and dug up some potatoes. I built a fire and baked them in the embers. Once I was full, I reached the station and boarded the first train I saw. It was bound for Berlin, Messing recalled. Since he didn't have enough money for a ticket, he hid under a seat as soon as he entered the carriage. The train began to move. But shortly after, the door to the compartment opened, and the very thing Wolf Messing had feared most happened. In Berlin, Messing met psychiatrist Franz Abel, the first to call him a clairvoyant. Abel constantly urged Messing to develop his abilities and not let them fade away. Wolf Messing recalled that, to develop his abilities, he would visit the market every day and try to read the thoughts of the vendors, astonishing them with his gift. Sigmund Freud, who was acquainted with Messing, wrote in one of his letters, Messing himself is certain that his gift comes from God. He calls it divine grace. It was in Berlin that Wolf Messing regained his faith in the existence of the Creator, but now he envisioned him entirely differently. He shared this realization with Abel in a letter written in 1920, on the very morning when the date of his own death was revealed to him. That morning, I woke up before dawn. My heart was pounding violently. The fear of what I had seen soon gave way to joy. Of course, I was happy to know that I would live for another 54 years. Perhaps there will be something even after that. You once asked me if I believe in God. I will be honest. I do not believe in the primitive images of the Creator that religions have constructed, Messing wrote in his message to Professor Abel. In the same letter, he added, I simply know that he exists. But he is nothing like the way he is depicted in paintings. He cannot be comprehended or imagined, just as one cannot see the entire earth all at once. As he grew older, Wolf Messing's attitude toward his abilities changed. He no longer saw his gift as a blessing but as a burden, a heavy weight to bear. Messing's assistant, Valentina Ivanovskaya, explained that this was also the reason he never had children. He feared that his gift might be passed down to his descendants, and he did not want them to share his fate. In one of his letters, Messing mentioned that he still had 54 years ahead of him, but that time passed far too quickly. On the day of his passing, he wrote to Valentina Ivanovskaya about the sorrowful burden of knowing the exact moment of his death. In the same letter, the clairvoyant expressed his certainty that he would reunite with his late wife, and that his life would continue beyond this world. Today, I will be gone. I know this for certain. It will all end in 4 hours. How I wish I could escape it. How I want to believe that I will be saved. But I have my sorrowful knowledge, and by now, I have grown used to it. Do not believe anyone who says they have grown tired of life. Life cannot be tiresome, but soon, I will no longer be in it. Farewell, V. And hello, Ida. With these words, Wolf Messing ended his final letter.